Hi loves, I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda and I'm back with another video for you guys. I am a energy reader here on YouTube. I use the Tarot, Oracle, and Lenormand cards to communicate messages from Spirit to you. And today's reading will be about the month of December and what December has in store for you. So we do have 3 options for you to choose from today. This will be a sole Lenormand type reading, but we will use a couple of oracle cards here if we need clarifiers, and if we must pull tarot, we will do that as well. So we'll see what Spirit wants to communicate to us, but pick one of these 3 piles. So for pile number 1, you have the red key. For pile number 2, you have this purpley black shimmery heart, and for option number 3, you have this blue butterfly. Feel free to pause the video. It's a-okay to be drawn to more than one pile, but one pile will call to you more than the others. So there's definitely, in that case, messages to be heard in multiple piles, but this is a collective reading, so please leave what is not resonating. And yeah, so feel free to pick your pile now. See you in a bit. Hello, beautiful pile number 1. If you pick this red key, then pile number 1, this will be your reading. And we will be taking a look at the month of December and what's in store for you using the Lenormand cards. And we'll be picking up energy and messages from Spirit solely. We'll use these cards to communicate this message to you today. We'll ask Spirit to keep these clear and concise as possible for the highest and greatest good of pile number 1. Thank you so much. We are very grateful. And pile number 1, I am so blessed to be able to tap into your energy so that we can communicate to you what's in store for the month of December. All right. Now this will be a 9-card tableau. So we have ship, the number 3. We have clouds, the number 6. And we have the tower, the number 19. Just gonna move that over, and my beautiful eternal. It's finally made its way. All right. Okay. We have the cross. We have the birds, the number 12. We have the house. We have the brooms, the number 11, and we have the clover with the number 2. Ooh, and a whole bunch of cards that went fine. Just give me a minute. Now, bouquet is the only card that flipped over, so we will take the bouquet from the 6 cards that flipped over. Just going to make sure we're in frame. Looks like we are all in frame. All right, so just give me a minute. Now, this will be the theme or what's going on with you in December. All right, so we're going to start with the ship, the clouds, and the tower. So it looks as though you're heading towards something that you've been planning for a while, but I feel for the month of December there will be some uncertainty or some uncertainty around whether you've been steering in the right direction or not, or if a move towards something or travel towards something is actually indeed the right thing to do. I see here with the tower, now this isn't, the tower in Lenormand is different than a tower that you would see in a tarot, but with the tower here, you know, it could speak of the establishment, but I feel like the tower can also be about one's, I guess, ability to stand firmly on their own. Also longevity. I feel as though there's a loneliness here that will be identified through maybe unraveling something that maybe you felt as though was the right thing to do, or was the right idea at the time to move towards something. I think there's some confusion that happens, or a murky situation that then allows you to identify that potentially that may not be the best idea for you, or at least for you to travel towards. For some of you guys, you might have not have even moved towards that situation. I mean, it's a collective reading, so I can't be super specific with what that is, but something you've been working on, and I feel you've been working on it for quite some time, or at least given thoughts towards making movements towards that, then becomes more questions than answers, but it does leave you with a feeling more standing alone in your decision, something that you need to kind of fight for yourself alone. Like, I feel like it's a decision made for yourself, or for the greatest good of yourself. And I feel like it's something that you've been maybe planning or working on for quite some time as well. So, I mean, with that could definitely come a feeling of disappointment. In fact, I mean, I don't see anything here with the Lenormand that shows that, but we'll ask the Oracle to maybe give us a card here to get the overall mood of what this is here in the top row. Now, because it is in the top row, this could very well be how November's gone, or very early December. I mean, we are asking for December, but because it is in the top row, for me, that is kind of more of a passing energy than it is anything. So we have creativity in reverse. So potentially your creativity has been blocked in an area, or you've been trying to take something off the ground, or, you know, if you are a content creator or someone that's, you know, putting things out there in the world, maybe you were heading down a direction that becomes a little more murky or not as clear, or maybe you've identified that potentially there's more questions than answers, and you're now wanting to maybe steer yourself a little differently. I think for this, all I'm seeing is the identification that there is still some question, and there's a sense of maybe needing to stand in your own power in order to make a decision, and maybe course correct, or at least identify that a course correction should take place. Okay, then we're seeing here with the ship, the birds, and the bouquet. I mean, this would definitely stand to reason, being in December, that there is movement towards siblings, groupings of people, lots of communication. You know, I mean, December, you're probably gathering with your family for the holidays, and then with the bouquet here, speaking of love and gifts, and being showered with gifts here for the month of December from, you know, I see birds as siblings, could very well be friends, just groupings of people. There's lots of communication, ability to share ideas, and then there is this feeling of love and gifts, even the gift of being able to see people that you haven't seen in a while, or talking about old friends, reminiscing in past, is kind of theme there for the month of December. Now with the ship, the cross, and the brooms, this is a very challenging row here. I mean, with the cross, you know, it does speak of faith, but cross is enduring a hardship. Cross is enduring some painful time. And I feel as though, you know, with the ship and the cross here, I feel as though a lot of you guys might identify that, you know, because of what you were kind of seeing here on the top, that moving away from, or that you have been in the past moving towards something that might have caused pain, or might have been painful. And you know, it doesn't end well with this brooms either. I feel as though there has been pain endured. There has been some identification of maybe some suffering that has taken place. Maybe you're feeling like you allowed suffering to happen longer than need be. Maybe you moved towards something that you knew would cause you pain, but you partook, or I guess got involved with this situation. I feel as though it potentially is connected to this top row that we're talking about, that, you know, that creativity in reverse, maybe some inspired action, but it could very well be something that has a very deep meaning to you. So if you know, you have two things kind of on the go, this can speak to another area of your life here, because I am feeling this one a little more deep in the soul. Like this is some area of your life that potentially, you know, you were moving towards that didn't quite pan out, and you're now kind of looking in hindsight at where it might have gone wrong, or where you might have stuck to a situation that was creating pain. And I think for the month of December, with the clouds here, maybe having questions around, you know, what your actions were for previous months or in a situation helps to identify more clarity. So although we're seeing clouds, I do see a little bit of a sense of clarity. You know, what becomes confusing now actually provides you answers to maybe what you should be focused on or moving towards. But there is pain, and again, because first row, you know, it is pretty significant theme here for December. Okay, so now we're going to do the cross, birds, and house. So could very well be that, you know, leaning on your family and friends for the month of December will help you to kind of not give so much effort and energy to this painful situation, or this, you know, this heavy burden, this inability to kind of cope with the pain. Because I do see here with the house environment, with the siblings and friends, and ability to have communications and socialize will kind of keep you tied over. And I think it's exactly what you need in order to maybe review or relook at a situation in your life that you've been heavily in the weeds about, and, you know, identifying that there is a lot of confusion, identifying that maybe there's more questions than answers, helps to kind of put you in a position to maybe make a decision towards what actually needs to happen. But I do see the solace here with, you know, leaning on family, friends, siblings. I do see a lot of family together for the holiday season. Now, it could very well also be communication. Like, doesn't necessarily have to be in person. So it could be, you know, planning for a future trip, planning for a future visit with friends, planning for a future out-of-town visit. Yeah, for some of you guys, I see getting out of town as well, but maybe not for the month of December, but at least having the communication. Maybe some of you guys plan out, you know, what next year's trip, what next year's visits or vacations look like. I do see some of that going on as well. Okay, so now we have the broom, clover, and bouquet, and I feel like this is very positive because this is the final row. So it's kind of, you know, what comes out of this, or at least the end of December kind of ends out strong here with the clover and bouquet. So what was maybe potentially a very painful situation that took a lot of your effort and energy, and, you know, you're kind of left with more pain, is turned into actually a circumstance of positivity and luck, and your ability to make something out of the situation for yourself. So something positive definitely comes out of it. And I think what I'm feeling for a lot of you guys, just being free from maybe a mentally draining situation, allows yourself to this happiness, because now you have more time spent to focus on yourself with this Tower card. I did see this independence, this ability to be, you know, standing strong kind of in your own power, which maybe in this situation was kind of a challenge, but mentally breaking free, freeing yourself up for the energy, allows you to kind of be at the right place at the right time, and allow the universe to kind of shower you with gifts, with what's next, with an opportunity that's next. And I feel like it's something new. I feel like this opportunity is something that, you know, is just what you need. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to pull some oracle here just for kind of overall feelings here for December. So we have here abundance. I mean, that's a great card for December, right? Lots of gifts, lots of love, an overabundance of joy with family and friends, with gifts we see here. That's like a legacy of, you know, a legacy of family treasures. So I really get this 10 of Pentacles vibe from this abundance card. So you have intuition here. Now the intuition was wanting to come in reverse. I just feel like pulling yourself kind of out of this, or at least identifying that the situation might be more cloudy than you had anticipated, allows you to actually lean on your intuition where you might have not have been, or at least you're getting your intuition kind of confused or ignoring maybe some areas where your intuition was trying to communicate with you. I feel like December, you are allowing your communication to kind of guide you a little bit more towards the abundance. And we have reflection here. This one also was, you know, looking or to come out upside down, but I feel like the reflection is you really looking back on, you know, your actions. I feel like this is more heavy guilt of why did I spend so much time carrying this, you know, in this situation, or guiding myself, or planning a situation that now seems utterly confusing or makes no sense. It's like a reflection, but I feel like with this card, I think that's where maybe you're being a little hard on yourself because, excuse me, you're, you know, maybe hanging on to, I should have known sooner, I should have cut ties sooner, I should have, you know, not have invested as much of my effort or energy in an area that might be, you know, panning out in a way that's just confusing. And I don't feel like that situation is getting any clearer. So let's also look at the Kipper and see what the Kipper has to do with maybe a little bit more insight. Spirit, is there any more insight you can give around pile number 1 and their December month? Thank you. Bad health was wanting to come in reverse. Family room. Yeah, I don't believe these are coming in reverse here. We have family room. And we have high honor. This is definitely speaking to me about the situation. I feel like this bad health, like this is definitely, you know, a toll on yourself. I think stress in being mentally exhausted with dealing with a situation that's been very strenuous for you. And I feel, again, for a lot of you guys, it's been long going, you know, and I feel like it was an area where you're trying to build stability here with 31. So number 4, stability in your own life. You know, maybe looking in the wrong area, maybe trying to go down a path that you thought would be for your own doing, only kind of led to this cross and brooms, you know, only led to more confusion. And I feel like the stress was really kind of getting to you. But we do have this cut up of energy here with the family room. You know, this is definitely giving me December vibes here, kind of being closer to home, people you trust, you know, collaborating with people that actually understand where there's value. With the number 3 here, that is also the, you know, 3 speak of working with another to kind of create something. And I feel like that inspires you. You know, we saw creativity in reverse there. And I feel like just taking this pause for December with your friends and family allows you that creativity to come back, being able to kind of see things from a new perspective and let go of things that are still not making sense and not invest. Now, even with the high honor here, like you're kind of aligning yourself towards what it is that you've always really wanted to work towards anyway. And I feel like you're able to now let go, maybe if things were difficult to let go of because they're not in your highest good. And with 7 here, number 25, I'm getting this heavy clover feeling as well, that, you know, just aligning yourself with this tweak and letting go of maybe chasing something that might have not have been for you, or even just letting go of the guilt of recognizing that you're, you know, you're not kind of at that same mind frame, allows the universe to bring in more opportunity and luck for the month of December for you. I feel like there is an opportunity for you to allow change, but this change is something that kind of tweaks your vibration in such a way that allows energy to flow to you for your next step around creativity, around you know, I feel like this is long-term stability, something you've been working on for long-term stability. So it could be a lot of things for different people here. It could be a job you were kind of trying to hunt towards, could be a family you're trying to build, could be, you know, just an area of your life that you were kind of really trying to build up. And maybe you were looking in the wrong place, but I feel like December allows you a little bit more alignment by identifying where the clouds and the confusion have been for some of you guys quite some time. Or maybe, like I said, it could be something that's you were going through for the month of November. I mean, there's a sliding scale when you're reading for the collective. It could be something just kind of more theme-like, or it could be, you know, life-like for a lot of you guys. But that's what I'm seeing here for the month of December for pile number 1. I am so grateful. I enjoyed your reading. I hope you did too. And if you're drawn to another pile, please feel free to click there. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to do so. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you dislike this, then let me know why so I can understand where you're coming from. All right, talk to you soon. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. If you picked this purple sparkly blackish heart, then this is your reading. We will be using the Lenormand cards, and we will be doing a 9-card spread, and this will be taking a look at the month of December. So we will ask Spirit for clear and concise message for pile number 2 and how their month of December will pan out. Thank you so much, Spirit. We are so blessed and so grateful for your messages today. And pile number 2, I am so blessed and grateful for you allowing me to tap into your energy. Thank you so much. And we will be using the Lenormand cards, a little bit of Oracle if we need to clarify, but solely this will be just using the Lenormand cards. So we have the Tower, we have the Garden, the number 19, the number 20, and then we have the Sun. Ooh, is someone just getting back from vacation? Okay, so we have Book, we have Star, we have Mountain, we have House, come on, we have Rider, and we have Stork. Ooh, definitely good news on its way for December. Whoever picked pile number 2, I feel fresh energy coming in here for sure. Okay, so let's start with the top row here with the Tower, Garden, Sun. I feel as though I was feeling this vacation energy, this going from, you know, your daily routine, maybe being kind of feeling lonely or doing the same old into this like more social, enjoyable environment. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're probably just getting back from a vacation. If not, then potentially for early December, you're kind of leaving, you know, maybe a lot of you guys took the month of December off from work or from responsibilities or accountabilities, but I see like a solid piece of time off. I mean, a lot of people take time off around the holidays, so that would definitely be something I see here as being very valuable to you because you have been very entrenched in, you know, daily responsibility. And I feel like this vacation, or at least this feels like a vacation. I mean, if you didn't get on a plane outright, maybe you took 2 weeks to kind of just hang out with friends, tend to, you know, whatever it is that you were looking after and just enjoy yourself, you know, without obligation, without having to do a lot of things. I do see, you know, enjoying the outdoors as well, or even just social gatherings of stuff that you haven't been able to enjoy in the past. Okay, so because this is top row, it's kind of energy that I feel as though is either, you know, recent energy that's kind of coming out of your life. But like I said, this is a collective reading and we did ask for the month of December. So if you haven't done anything like that, it could possibly be still right around the corner for you. Now with the Tower, Star, and Stork, I do see as though same type of energy there. Like there's this hopefulness, there's this like good news, there's this like great energy coming towards you. I also see with the star card here a distance, so it could very well be this vacation, this, you know, I'm hearing for someone just coming back from Mexico, Hawaii, like I'm seeing, you know, that sort of a thing. Somebody may be looking to spend their holidays in a warm place. And I do see here that aside from just being able to go, there is some positive outcome from, you know, partaking in this trip. And maybe for some of you guys, this might be sprung upon you that there is a trip planned for you. So if you are fortunate enough to have someone who, you know, maybe surprises you with a trip, this is something to look forward to. Now I do see it taking place, so I don't see here, well, it could very well with the star here in the middle be a wish that you've been looking at doing that someone's able to, you know, grant you. And it could be communication coming in for you about this trip. In fact, that is a high probability that, you know, if you haven't physically taken this trip, this is communication coming to you. Somebody's bought you a ticket, maybe your significant other, maybe a best friend says, hey, you know what, let's go on this trip together, and kind of opens that door to a possibility of, you know, going on vacation somewhere warm, somewhere that's going to kind of free you from this everyday routine, or this, you know, seems to me like it's a very much strict way of living, a little bit, you know, if I were to use the word mundane, I guess that's the word that I would use. Okay, so now we have the Tower, Book, and House. So I do sense here that, yeah, there's something about something yet that you don't know. So this trip, there's something yet that you don't know that's going to be able to kind of shake things up a little bit for you when it comes to, you know, maybe where you're staying. So it could very well be, this is a longer trip. Like this isn't just like you go out for the night. This is like, you know, you're taking 2 weeks off to do something, to the whole month even. But it is this unknown element with the book here. I feel like there's this unknown, further unknown about this trip that maybe comes out, and it impacts your home. So, you know, where you're staying. Obviously, if you're on a trip, you're not staying at home. And I feel like there's still some to be uncovered around where it is exactly that you're going, or what it is exactly that you're going to do. I feel like the freedom is more in just knowing that you're able to unplug and enjoy, you know, a different environment for the month of December is kind of keeping you content, kind of keeping spirits up here for the month of December. Okay, so now I have the Book, Star, and Mountain, and I feel like, yeah, whatever comes, I almost feel as though it seems a little unreal to you, you know. Even probably some of you guys listening to this are saying, okay, well, there's no way I'm going to be able to take a month off work, you know, and that's probably what you're kind of telling yourself. But I feel here like that's the piece that is hidden to you, is that there is something coming in that allows you that freedom to take that trip, where you're probably thinking, I don't have the financial means to go on this trip, but there's this windfall that happens that allows you to, you know, to kind of go and make this kind of a reality, because it's still something that is unknown about the situation that allows it to happen. Now, because the mountain's after the star, I mean, this could definitely be a big obstacle that can't be moved, but the star is so powerful that I feel the star, you know, a star is above a mountain, a star is like wish upon a star. A star gives so much hope that it's like, no matter how big the obstacle here is, you know, I don't have the financial means, I don't have the time off work, I don't, you know, all of these things, that the star kind of overpowers, and this hope and this desire and this wish. And it's also surrounded by the sun, which also, you know, can definitely overpower this mountain. I feel as though there's no stopping this, you know, this positive time in your life that you're able to pull away from your everyday mundane stuff to enjoy. And it does really feel to me like it's a vacation. Okay, it's seeming like a vacation where you're just going and forgetting and enjoying the finer things in life. We have here with House Rider and Stork, and Rider is forward movement, you know, someone may be potentially coming forward with news. I do feel, again, like maybe someone's offering you a trip. Maybe someone has the idea to take the trip. Maybe someone's financially offering to you that they want to pay for your trip. But it is somebody coming forward, and this is very exciting. It's very fresh movement, and it is, you know, something that's definitely going to be communicated to you here. With the stork, there could very well also be a baby on its way. So if you know of somebody who is expecting, most likely they will be giving birth to a baby, or you might hear of a pregnancy. So somebody is expecting. I do see it the last week of December, probably even the last day of December. And what would that be? 31st. Yeah, I do see that, but you might just hear of somebody's pregnancy, or hear of someone's pregnancy if it's not your own. And if it is, you know, yeah, there is something hidden here. So it could very well be that you're finding out somebody's pregnant. Potentially you find out you are pregnant. There is some news here that comes in, and it could very well be this, you know, because this is big news. This is joy. This is big. This is exciting. You know, this is something that isn't just, you know, like I said, going out for the night or enjoying yourself, or going away for a week and coming back and being the same. This is something that actually is going to be quite significant in your life. So we have here with the Garden Star and Rider, I do see as though you being able to socially be around those that you love for the month of December allows you to kind of propel yourself forward towards you know, an area or direction in your life that maybe you have been able to do. So maybe this is a trip with your loved ones. Maybe this is, you know, the ability to hang out with your loved ones to find out how it is you kind of want to move forward or direct yourself in life. It just gives you perspective. And I feel like this whole vacation, this whole mindset kind of gives you perspective and how you want to kind of come back in and change things up. Now, like I said, the sun is a very positive card. So even though we have the mountain after the sun here reading this row, I feel like the communication goes back to what it was that I was sensing, that despite you feeling as though there's this big obstacle of not being able to take something off the ground, such as a trip, or such as, you know, what financially you're not able to support or take time or whatever, that the communication or this message of luck and this whole new thing coming in is very positive. And I feel like the positive definitely outweighs, you know, whatever obstacle is kind of in the way, or what you feel is kind of in the way right now for the month of December. So we're going to ask Spirit for the Oracle cards if we could get some vibe here for pile number 2 when it comes to the month of December, and maybe what they're feeling, what they're going to experience for the month of December. Thank you, Spirit. So we had death and it wanting to become in reverse. I feel like with the death card, I feel as though, yeah, there is something about this month of December that you're able to shed maybe how you were kind of going about living your routine or living your day in, day out responsibilities. I feel like you're letting go. And maybe up until now, it's been very difficult for you to be able to go on a trip or to actually enjoy yourself and say, you know what, I'm not even going to pick up my phone or my this or my that. And maybe for some of you guys, this is retirement, because that is kind of what it's feeling like to me. Like, I don't feel like you're dreading coming back to a situation that you've been in. So if you are retiring, this could very well be it, because I don't see you coming back from this trip or this thing, you know, back to the grind or back to this mundane living. I feel like with the sun, there's this clarity, there's this newfound enjoyment, there's this newfound excitement, there's success here. So you're financially ready to retire, financially ready to move forward, and there's comfort. Yeah, I feel very heavy now. I'm getting goosebumps about this retirement feeling. Like maybe you're able to maybe find, you know, another job or another area to finally support yourself as well, and let go of something that wasn't fulfilling to you. You know, that whatever it is that you will be doing doesn't even feel like a job, and you're able to enjoy your life so much more in areas that you're able to kind of give to yourself. This comfort really is giving me that not having to, you know, worry about responsibility or feeling this burden or the stress that I feel like you've carried. And I feel like this is kind of like the transition of that time. December is the month where this is going to flip, and I feel like it's done. Like, I don't feel like it's coming back. I don't feel like it's something you have to grind and work towards. I feel like it's just, there's news, there's good luck, there's something coming in. You know, maybe you are expecting, and you're expecting your baby, and you're giving birth at the month of December, so you get this, you know, I'm breaking free from my job now. I don't know what the next step is, but I have, you know, maybe your maternity leave to kind of take some time off, to focus on family, to focus on self, to raise your child. Maybe you're a grandparent who is retired and now this baby's coming into your life. So now you're kind of focused on how we're going to take care of baby, which is this whole vacation vibe, right? This whole mindset. And there is something hidden. There's some hidden information coming in for the month of December. And I do feel like this is mid-December, you know, or second week of December. But yeah, this is totally what I'm seeing here for you guys, pile number 2. It sounds super exciting. I'd love to hear what this is. And you are so blessed. And I'm so grateful for you allowing me to do your reading. If you're feeling any other pile, please go check that out. If not, then I will see you later. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. If you pick this blue butterfly, then pile number 3 is your reading, and we will be using the Lenormand cards solely. I mean, if we need some clarity, we will pull a few oracle cards just to kind of get the overall theme, but we will be doing a 9-card tableau regarding the month of December and what's kind of coming in for you for December. What does December have in store for you? Thank you, Spirit, for clear and concise message for pile number 3. We are so blessed and grateful. And pile number 3, I am so grateful for you allowing me to tap into your energy today. Thank you, thank you. So we have fish. We have stork. That's the number 34, the number 17. We have garden, the number 20. We have book, the same position it was in for pile number 2. We also had stork and garden come out for pile number 2, so you might be interested in that. We have tree, and that wanted to come out in reverse, but I'm not reading these in reverse unless I feel absolutely called to read the energy in reverse, then I will do that. That's the number 5, and then we have ring, the number 25. We have crossroads, the number 22. I'm feeling this one. And we have star with the number 16. And I'm feeling that one here with dog. Okay, number 18. So for the month of December, what do we have here for pile number 3? Lovely pile number 3. Give me a minute to pick up this energy. I am picking up some energy from pile number 2 still, so potentially you've clicked on that pile and now you're here to kind of see some more, but let's see. I feel a really big transition here for pile number 3. You know, I was kind of feeling it near the end of pile number 2 as well, this big transition that kind of changes your life. You know, and I know this is just theme for December, so it could very well be something that kind of happens in December that keeps, you keep adding upon in order to move forward with your life, that really changes your life. But because we did ask about December, this is more kind of what's happening here in December. The fish speaks of financial, you know, it could be financial stability, could be financial gains. With the stork coming in, it's like this windfall of financial, a financial situation that changes, that comes in, maybe news about a financial situation, maybe a retirement, which we were feeling in pile number 2, or something that changes your environment. I feel here with garden that there is this social element to this, and you know, there are other people involved here. Maybe there's this decision that you're able to make regarding or impacting other people that involve this financial change or this financial windfall or some sort of financial situation that kind of changes. Now I feel like it is for the positive, but I'm going to pull some oracle here just to kind of gauge what this is about here for the top row. And the top row for me is usually passing energy, you know, but because this is collective, it could certainly be something that's happening right at the beginning of December for you, or maybe this is kind of what's gone on for November, or kind of passing out of your life. You know, maybe there's some financial situation. Okay, we have faith. I feel like with the faith here, this is something maybe you've been working towards for quite some time, that you've, you know, believed would kind of transpire in your life. I feel like this is something that, yeah, like you just felt as though if you dedicated and grinded, you know, for X amount of years, maybe you would have this ability to enjoy yourself, financially, but I do see here even socially. So maybe being able to hang out with friends, being able to have the freedom to kind of network, and having the money to be able to do things that you enjoy, and breaking free from maybe, you know, being tied down in situations where you felt like you were before. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you kind of prayed for the ability to be free. You kind of prayed for the financial freedom for you to be able to kind of, you know, socialize and move forward. And I feel like for the month of December, pile number 3, this is something that actually does break open for you guys. Now, there is some hidden information coming to the surface still. This was very strong in pile number 2, and I am feeling it here as well. But this is information regarding your, yeah, it could very well be a pregnancy, because with the tree here, speaking of health, and the stork, you know, maybe you're pregnant, maybe you find out about someone's pregnancy, maybe there's a baby on its way. It's something that does involve commitment, though, so it could be something that's you're going to have to commit yourself to, you know, going forward. I see here like this long-term commitment, this long-term stability, this long-term, yeah, commitment in your life that, you know, is going to present itself. And there's still some hidden information about it. You know, maybe you do just find out about somebody's pregnancy, and you're like a grandparent, so now you got to prepare what the future is going to look like. I feel like there's kind of a lot of people involved, so maybe you have an existing family, but there's this commitment that comes in. And because it does touch maybe health as well, it could very well be, you know, your own pregnancy, how it's going to impact your family around you. But I do feel like that theme is coming out here for December. Okay, and then we have here, well, let's do the fish, the book, and the crossroads. So I feel like once you get this piece of information, there still is a decision that needs to be made. You know, like potentially you have the financial freedom to then do what it is that you need to do, but then this information comes about, and then there's a decision that you're going to have to make, like that you can't really make until you get all the information kind of out on the table, you know. And I feel like this piece of information might even tie into your financial stability. So like, where do I want to invest this money? Maybe where do I want to take this money to, you know, to make this next step, or to make this next decision. And I feel like you probably won't have that piece of information till at least the second week of December. Or for some of you guys, because again, collective reading, this could be coming in as swiftly as you're kind of finding this out right now, because this to me is always kind of current present energy. But we are asking about December, so that's kind of your window of time. Okay, but this is definitely something you don't know yet. All right. Now with the crossroads, star, and dog, yeah, I do feel as though, you know, this decision that you got to make, whether, you know, like I said, it could very well heavily rely on this financial decision of what it is, but this piece of information that comes to you that allows you to maybe make a decision that you've been waiting on, but kind of waiting to find out before you actually go in a certain direction. I feel like it impacts other people. You know, I feel as though, you know, it might impact your family or close friends. It does impact kind of what you're going to prepare yourself for. So maybe you're waiting on something. Maybe you're waiting on the birth of someone to be able to then, I don't know, retire or do something in your life that's going to change things up. But it does impact other people for sure. Okay, and I do see here with the dog and the star, like I feel as though you do have someone in your life right now that is very much loving you, but I feel like this person might have been fairly distant from you, either just geographically. Yeah, I feel like it's more geographically, like a friend coming in, like someone who you haven't seen in quite some time that wants to come in. And I do feel like if they don't come to see you, that they're going to put out there for you to come see them. And that could very well be the decision that you're contemplating, you know. But there is a friend that's really missing you. I feel like there's a friend here that is a very good, solid friend that wants to be able to, you know, spend time with you and just, yeah, they're really admiring you kind of from afar, I feel. And with the month of December, maybe it gives them an opportunity to call you in or for them to come in. Okay, with the fish, the tree, and the dog here, I do feel like, you know, maybe this friend comes in because of health reasons or because of your health reasons or to come see the baby, or, you know, they have this ability to come from afar to see you. But I do feel as though this is a gathering of people. It's bringing people together. I mean, December is usually that type of a month, but I feel like there's something more here that's happening with, you know, your traditional Christmas that is bringing people together, like news of, you know, I don't feel as though this is negative health. I feel like this is positive health. So like I said, a baby, but it is health. Yeah, cleanse. So maybe you've been in a depressive state even, and that you're in a different headspace altogether, but I am feeling like your health has completely changed. Your mindset's completely changed. Maybe you're like, you know what? I've completely just given up being, you know, tied to a certain way of life, that now you're kind of cleansing yourself from anything that was impacting your stress, your mental health. But I do feel like it's more body, so like pregnancy or some health, but it is bringing people together. And it's actually really, really exciting here. It's like a dream come true for a lot of people. And now here with the garden, ring, and dog, because I believe we did stork, tree, and star. Maybe we did not. Okay, let's go stork, tree, and star. This is just the heavy theme that we were seeing here, right? Like a wish come true, but it is something that, you know, maybe you're finding out about your health, bringing in good health, bringing in, you know, a healthy baby, bringing in, yeah, just this healthy situation that allows and opens doors. It could be a healthy situation when it comes to your finances, because we are opening up with the financial card. So maybe there's a windfall, maybe there's a lottery here that allows you to now spend more time with your family. It now provides you with better health, you know, something that's unknown that's happening here, coming towards you. Okay. And with the garden, ring, and dog, I feel like, yeah, this garden is this network of people. This ring is like this commitment, like you have loyal people, and the dog speaks of loyalty too, right? So it's like this loyalty of people that are surrounding you that kind of gather. And I feel like December is a month of gathering for sure, but I feel like they're more gathered because of this situation, this ability to celebrate this coming of good news, this coming of good fortune, this coming of whatever it is, maybe this decision that has to be made based on, you know, a piece of information that has yet to come around finances. But I feel there is this sense of freedom for sure that you're going to be feeling. You know, you're either a part of it or you're the one kind of that people are surrounding, that it's taking place, you know, for you, and they're just kind of there to help support. Strength. That is totally how I'm feeling. Like I feel like there's this ability to be in control. There's this tree is like totally strength. Like I'm getting the same vibe here, like unwavering, unshakable. You know, if there's any question around finances, there's this strength about you that's able to pull yourself out of any situation that you feel like maybe you've been stuck in. But there's this sense of stability. There's this dream come true. There is this loyalty around the people around you. There's just this happiness. Yeah, I do really, really feel that that's coming in. All right, so that's what I see here for pile number 3. That sounded super exciting. Very tied to pile number 2. You might want to go check that out. You know, I tried to cater to a wide group of people, so certainly there might have been some parts that might have not fully resonated. Just leave what did not resonate. And I'd love to hear what is exciting for you, because it does sound super exciting. And yeah, leave a like, leave a comment, and we'll see you again. Bye.